Hello, and welcome back to Of What He Said About What She Said. We are
The captain.
and his lady. This is our second video, and today what we are going to do a little bit differently than last time is we each wrote up 3 questions to ask the other person.
So, let's start with this one. What do you miss most about living in a house compared to this bus living?
Is definitely the hospitality part.
Okay.
I love having people over, and in the winter it's a little tricky, a little bit too squishy. In the summer it's okay because we can just visit outside and have a great time, but I do miss that, just having people over all the time, especially family.
Mm-hmm.
Especially family.
That's fair to say. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Has this lifestyle been as easy or as difficult as you imagined?
And a little bit more difficult. We've had challenges, like when we did get this bus out on the road, we had brakes fail, we had the...
So you didn't imagine that beforehand?
No, I wasn't imagining, the cost of, the turbo not working and the engine overheating and having, a fountain come out of the, there's been some challenges.
So it's definitely been more difficult than you imagined.
It's definitely been more difficult, and it's a
Okay.
big learning curve.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, well...
I'd say it's my turn.
Yeah, I'd say so. So what is the most exciting part of this bus life, of bus living?
The most exciting part is, well, I get most excited when we actually travel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so fun. Just being on the road and sitting on my couch or, lounging on my bed while, knowing that we're somewhere different. And, I just love seeing, people's faces when we drive by, looking up and going, oh, cool, and giving a thumbs up, or, or just, I just love that. I love seeing, when we brought our grandchildren with us, and they were so excited and just,
Yep.
sitting around and looking out the window, and we playing games at the table while we're driving down the road, and then going somewhere completely different and still having our own home with us.
I was thinking, even while we're here on the property, the grandkids just love coming over.
Yeah.
And, they just like hanging out on the couch or on the bed and looking at,
Playing outside any minute.
Exactly,
and,
and
right back in.
going through stories together and just building these memories, and,
That is my favorite part so far of bus living. It's just, those are the most fun parts.
For sure. Okay. Well, anyways, one part of bus living that you've not taken part of yet is driving, and so what? Do you look forward to that? Do you look forward to being able to drive the bus?
I always told you that if I took a course, I'm not the type of person who likes learning things on my own. I'm not that confident.
Yeah,
in
I'll
my
teach you.
abilities.
You just put it in drive and you turn the wheel left and right, just like a car.
I've seen how you were with our daughters, teaching them how to drive. Why do you think they always preferred me?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I remember when you taught me how to drive stick with your car, and I remember stalling going uphill, and there was a big town bus behind us. So
That wasn't up a hill.
Yes, it
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was nice and flat. Maybe it was uphill for you. Tried to let go of the clutch. Woo, woo, uphill, downhill, uphill, down. Yeah, that's probably all it was.
No.
Okay, is there big hills in Timmins?
Yes, right, going up the main street right near the hotel there, the big hotel. This used to be the center.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the lights.
Whatever.
I know,
Okay.
and I have a better memory than you. So anyway.
Nice.
Okay, so these are pretty close quarters. How are you finding the dynamics in regards to our marriage?
Well, there's a lot of me time looking at her time. Uh, it is cozy. We're always bumping into each other, and you know, everything we do, we're close. So, you know, hopefully we're having happy times. Because if there's bad times, I'm hiding in the back and she's in the front, and it's still not that far apart. But anyways,
You can always go outside.
yes, I could go outside. No, actually, you know, it's been. I think it makes us closer. We have to take care of things. You know,
That's
we.
for sure.
Yeah.
In your face.
There's a lot of time. You know, like, yeah. Anyways, exactly. The eyebrows go up and down. Anyways, so yeah. Well, for my last question, what would be your dream trip to take in our bus? Do you have a dream trip that you'd like to do?
Almost anywhere would be a dream right now. Just to
Okay.
get out of the mud. I would love to. My first dream trip, because I've always desired to go down east in Canada. I've never been east of Quebec. Like, I've been to Maine, but I've never been east of Quebec in Canada. And so that would be my first dream trip. My second dream trip would be to do the coast of the U.S.
Okay, so the eastern or go out west.
Wherever it's warm.
You mean like, you know, late,
Go towards
yeah.
Washington, and is that like where California, towards that area?
California is in the west. Washington is in the east.
Oh.
There's two coasts.
I'm geographically challenged. But I'd love to do all over.
Yeah,
all over.
geographically challenged, that's right. Even in Hamilton, she's still needing, like, you know, left or right. I don't know, honey. Yeah, you're driving. You know, stuff like that. But anyways.
Is there one big thing?
Oh, I thought you were done.
Is there one
Wait, no, you're not allowed to word questions.
Is there one big thing you would do differently if you could?
One of the things I would do differently if I could is I would have taken more time at the start of the build to make sure that our bus is fully insulated, ready for the winter, and ready for the summer. As we found out through the summer months, that
It was pretty toasty.
Yeah, it was very toasty. The wherever the frame was on the bus, it was like super hot even to the touch, right?
Yes, true.
You remember that?
And when it gets really cold, it gets moisture on the wherever the framework is.
Exactly. So not just the floor, the walls, but the ceiling is extremely important. So yes, I would have spent more time, more resources on that part of the build.
Which didn't happen mainly because you were face down recovering from your eye surgery at the time that we were supposed to be doing the ceiling, and it was just me in charge, and I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
So
we were really on the strict time schedule because we were borrowing a trailer at the time, and you know, we didn't have our house in that period of time. We were basically living out of a trailer, or as we were building in here, we had our bed set up in the back.
Yeah, it's been an adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's
Awesome.
something that you would advise others to make sure that they do, that you're happy that you did. No?
Well, I am happy that my wife got the kitchen that she wanted. That is extremely important, guys.
Happy wife, happy life.
You know, can't get away from that. Anyways, but very important to have a proper kitchen, and of course a better, good. The rest of the bus is also important, but it's extremely important for that.
I feed him well.
Oh yeah, you can tell, eh? It's hard to keep my weight down. There's so much good food around here.
So a kitchen is very important then? Make sure that you get something in that your wife really... I think maybe more or less what you're actually saying is make sure you get at least one thing in there that your wife thinks is really important to her.
Yeah. You know, in a tiny space, that's exactly it. It's a tiny space, so let's bring in crucial things that are important to both of us. You know,
Yes,
like your
I
kitchen is
agree.
extremely important. Maybe a comfortable bed is important.
That's right.
Having my space to do some, my work is also important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to put a list of things that in the tiny space, that you don't get away, you don't lose luxuries that, or else you just, you're not going to be happy in that space.
I agree. I agree.
So,
Thank you, honey. I appreciate.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Till
Yes.
next week.
All right. Take care.